Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. Today is Thursday. It was a crazy day in the market. We saw things come down. Really, it was just a crazy day, especially after Amazon earnings, right? I know we talked about earnings on yesterday. I told you guys Amazon had earnings and they couldn't affect the market either positively or negatively. And we're going to get into that. So before we do, you guys make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. So let's talk about it, right? Amazon had earnings after market today. Amazon knocked it out of the park. They beat their earnings per share by 709%. 709%. Of course, which I told you guys I wasn't sure on yesterday. I thought maybe they might have had a bad Q4, especially seeing they had a bad Q3 with the pandemic and everything else going on and everybody doing all the shopping online. Apparently 709%, they knocked it out of the park. You can't beat that, right? And they shot up. They shot up after hours. They pretty much knocked it out the park for everything. I want to say they did the opposite of what PayPal and Facebook did. We saw PayPal and Facebook drop 20% after negative earnings this week. We saw Amazon shoot up 20%, up 20% this week after earnings. So, and that's major, especially since they were down about 7% during the day, and for them to rock it up about 20% in after hours. If you bought today, it was a hit or miss, but you can never predict the earnings. You can never predict how that's going to move. You never know what's going to happen or how it's going to move. And also, with just really some money to be made. I thought about placing a call option on this thing just with the hopes of Amazon going up, but I lost money today, y'all. I did a put option on Facebook thinking it would come down 5% more. It came down. I literally got called into a meeting at work. And by the time I came out of that meeting, 15 minutes later, I was down and I was fighting to get out. I lost $200 in a put option. And that's the game, right? That's the game. I lost $200, but I will tell y'all, at one point, I was down $600. I was down $600 and I was fighting to get out. I was like, okay, let me take this $200 loss. Around the end of the day, I could have got out with about $100 loss, but I had already, around lunchtime, I was like, okay, I'm tired of fighting with this thing. I'm tired of holding it. And I just took that 10% loss. I think it was a 20% loss at $200. So I took that. That was me. That was my mistake. I know to trade when I got free time. I thought I was done for a moment, but I got called, and it shook my world because I was in that meeting the whole time like, oh yeah, Facebook going down all day today. I wasn't worried, right? And as soon as I came out the meeting, I looked at it. Facebook was on a rocket going to the moon. I was like, my God. But it came back down. Thankfully, it came back down. But Theta, which is something I need to teach you guys about, Theta had ate away at it. So it was pretty hard for me to get back to where I was in order to get my money out of it. And what's crazy is I was up. I had just purchased it, got a phone call. That is what it is, but we're not going to harp on that, right? So let's get into it for today, right? Let's check this out today. So on the futures, we're going to go to our Webull, right? The S&P 500 down 2.35%. The Dow down 1.42%. The NASDAQ down 3.74%. Y'all, we getting beat down every time we turn around. We can't win. We cannot win. Now, I'm going to click on this to kind of see. So it came back up about 1% in the after hours. The after hours have been eating us alive, but this may have come back up because they may have some shares in Amazon. These after hours are eating us alive, and you can never do what you want to do. Dow was up 0.51%, and the after hours was still beat down for the day, so it's still all the way down, right? It's not like we killing it. And the NASDAQ, of course, is just showing close. Let's check out the Russell. Is my Russell current? The Russell down 1.90%. Again, look at that, 12%. We still in that correction. So we're really getting beat down all the way around, right? Every time we think we're making a comeback, they like, nah, player, I got you. And they knock us out, right? But that's okay because, again, we're long-term investors. We're holding for the long term. We're looking to make some money on the way up or down. Today, everything was pretty much flat. I did not experience enough volatility or enough downward or upward pressure in any company for me to make any money. So that's why I kind of lost money on Facebook. I got to a point where Facebook just traded flat. So if I had got into it this morning, paid attention, and got in and got out, I could have got in. I could have been up about 10%, made some money, and got out of it. However, it traded flat throughout the day. Theta ate away at it, and I just had to take a loss today. But that's the nature of the game, right? Tomorrow's Friday. I do have some things going on tomorrow, but hopefully we can get in here and we can make. I plan to make that money back. I don't take any L's that I can't make back, right? Any money I invest or spend, I got to be making sure I'm trying to make that back. So, in other news, though, let's get it let's check out Amazon, right? I want to show you guys what they did in after hours because you guys can kind of see how earnings can impact a company either negatively or positively. So look at Amazon. It closed at $2,776 today, and it was down 7.81%. After close, it shot back up 14%, gaining $395 on the day. And this may be why some of those other ETFs or indexes were pushed up, because they may have a holding in Amazon. Like I told you guys, they popped up 709%. I got an article for you. Stock market news live updates. Stock futures jump as tech shares rebound after Amazon earnings. So, of course, I didn't get out here and look at everything in the after hours, because you got to look at each one individually to kind of see what's happening with it. But we can imagine that, again, just the same way Facebook natively affected other communication services companies, and the same way PayPal affected other financial credit companies going negatively, we can imagine that Amazon affects other companies going the positive direction, right? So, stock futures opened sharply higher Thursday evening as investors looked ahead to a key new report on the labor market and considered a fresh set of earnings results from several major index components. Contracts on the S&P 500 gained more than 1% as the overnight session kicked in. That's after hours. NASDAQ futures also jumped. Earlier, the NASDAQ Composite Index sank by 3.7%, we just looked at, for its worst single day decline since September 2020. Y'all, this year is proven to break record lows. I mean, September 2020 is a year and some change ago, year and a half almost ago, and the NASDAQ has not had a drop that bad since then. So you guys, this is really going to be an unpredictable year. It's going to be really difficult to make some money. However, we're in here to win it, right? We're in here for the long haul. That's why we're trading options sparingly, but we're investing in companies for the long term. We're trying to make money throughout the year. Oil prices also remained in focus on Thursday as U.S. West Texas intermediate crude oil prices topped $90 per barrel for the first time since 2014. So a batch of upbeat quarterly results from Amazon, Snap, and Pinterest helped dispel some of the gloom hanging over technology shares from during the regular trading day after Meta Platforms offered an outlook that fell well short of Wall Street's expectations. So it looks like Amazon, Snap, and Pinterest may have pulled us out the hole, right? Facebook sunk us, PayPal sunk us, but Amazon popped us back up. That's what we need. We need some form of support because it's been really rough out here. So let's take a look at the entire market, right? The heat map, our heat map. We know we like to check out our heat map, see what we got. Y'all see this? Man, it's crazy. It's blood red out here. Blood red out here. But this makes for good investing opportunities. And many of these may have come back up after hours, just like Amazon. So we see, let's check it out right here. Microsoft down 3.90%. Let's see what it did in the after hours. MSFT up 1.20%. Now that's not major. It didn't give us everything back, but it gave us some back. And that's the only thing we can look forward to, right? And even then, the fact that it was down 3.90%, like I said, we're hitting a lot of buy opportunities in many of these companies. And we were looking for them to come down already another 10 to 20% because we're looking for that crash territory. 2022 has already been predicted to be bearish. We got 3 great green days, just enough to make us feel good, only for them to come back and pop us on the butt. That's really what happened, right? Apple down 1.76%, and I'm sure it popped up something after hours. PayPal down 6.24%. That hurts my heart because y'all know I'm in that thing. I'm constantly averaging down, constantly buying. I even averaged down more on Facebook today. And I hate to see it coming down like that. Like I said, that hurts my heart. Let me see what it did in after hours. I wonder if it did anything in after hours. Because what you guys don't know, I don't check this thing after hours. I'm just like you guys, right? When I get in here and check it out, we're looking at this thing together. So it actually came back up 1.57% in the after hours. Okay, that may not be great, but it's better than nothing, right? I love to see. I love to make some money. So Here we got Google down 3.32%, and really everything beat down. Y'all see all the bright red just like I do. We know that the bright red usually means negative 3% or better. Negative 3% or better. So we see the tech sector, technology sector down, financial sector pretty flat, communication services down major, healthcare pretty flat with some down, companies, consumer cyclical down. Amazon was down again 7.81, but it came back up 14%. That's a major pop for it. Hope maybe some of you guys are invested in it. I wasn't. I missed the ride because I was afraid of what the earnings might say. And again, in my mind, I was thinking I should put a call option on here. But you can't. I trade out the technicals. I trade out the fundamentals. The technicals and the fundamentals being down 7.81% did not give me a warm, fuzzy feeling that I could put a call option on here and expect to see some money by tomorrow. I could have made my $200 back already, plus some probably. But that's fine. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Bible pretty flat. Consumer defense is looking really flat. Nothing heavy at all. Energy flat. Industrials flat. Real estate flat. And so really, you guys, I know we got to get into some of this energy and stuff, because when everything else is beat down, these things are either hanging flat, already made their money, or they just chilling, right? And that's what I like to see, right? I'm tired of seeing all this red, but that's what we got to look for this year. You gotta think about it. The harder it is, the better off it's gonna feel when we start making that real money. When these things start popping off and we don't know what to do. Even crypto, I'm guaranteeing y'all. I'm not gonna guarantee it. This is my opinion. We see this little green in crypto based off Amazon earnings. This green for the day is probably 100% based off Amazon earnings. We got Bitcoin up 0.98% on the day though. Let's go ahead. We're gonna check it out for the day and the week, just like we've been doing. Bitcoin up 0.88% on the day, up 1.19% on the week. Ethereum down 0.11% on the day, but up 12% on the week. Cardano up 2.22% on the day, up 1.66% on the week. Solana up 2% on the day, 13% on the week. Terra Luna up 7.91% on the day, down. Man, it's just a lot going on. Dogecoin getting beat up. Shiba Inu still getting beat up. Pretty flat though. Crow.com pretty flat, but it's looking good. Let's see. Decentraland, that's the one I was looking for. Up 10% on that. We saw it down 8% yesterday, I believe it was. And now we're seeing it up 10% on today, 22% on the week. And Sandbox, I want to see what they did. Sandbox up 2% on the day, 9.49% on the week. So those are ones that I think are really going to pop off. And I mean, Decentraland and Sandbox, again, those are my metaverse plays, my long-term metaverse plays. And we saw Facebook come down, so we kind of expect those to come down with it. But it looks like, although Facebook continued to come down today, they made a pop today. They made money. So tomorrow, y'all, I think we got even more earnings. Tomorrow's Friday, right? And I came here because I wanted to show y'all the earnings, but we already kind of talked about it. I don't know if you guys know how to come here and look at the earnings. You see here, the actual was $5.80 per share, but the estimated was 3.67 per share. So that's that 709%. Just in case you guys never knew how to come look. And it tells you right here, Q4 2021, Q3 2021. And we see here is where they did worse last quarter, but every other quarter for the year 2021 they did better, including 2020 they did better. So I should have trusted my gut. I should have thought that one bad quarter was nothing in the long term of good quarters, but I missed out, and that's okay. You win some, you lose some, but I always have another day to try again, right? It's okay. So for tomorrow's Friday, and y'all know how I feel about Fridays. Fridays are always the days for market sell-offs. And so let's see, we did green on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We got beat down. Tuesday, we got beat down in the after hours. I can't help but to feel that tomorrow is probably going to be a little mixed. I think tomorrow's going to be a little mixed. I would hope not to see us get beat down too bad, especially with Amazon having good earnings. I think it's going to push much of the tech sector and the tech companies up, and that's going to help us out a lot. So that's what I'm expecting on tomorrow. Either we're going to be really flat, or we're going to see just a small pop, right? Maybe 1 to 2% of most of our companies. I'll be looking to trade some options, right? I need to make my money back, right? I lost $200 today trading Facebook because it didn't move the way I thought it would. I thought it would come down another 5% today. It actually went in reverse and then came back down flat. So I lost that $200. That's okay. You win some, you lose some. But tomorrow I plan on making that 2 times, right? If possible. If it's another flat day, y'all know I won't be posting any options. There will be nothing for us to really, no money for us to really be made. But if I see anything, I'll make sure I post it in my Instagram, on my story, and my Facebook on my story. And you guys make sure you follow me. Just in case I go live tomorrow, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If I go live on YouTube, then you're going to miss out. Or make sure you follow my Instagram. I'm more active on my Instagram with this stuff than I am on my Facebook. So make sure you follow my Instagram as well. I thank you guys. As a matter of fact, don't let me forget, today is Thursday. The wealthy word of the week is patience, right? Be patient. Be patient with everything you do. This money, it may be going down right now, but trust me, it's going to come to you as long as you continue to invest. Continue to invest in good companies, solid companies. Do your research. Do not be in a rush. Show patience. Patience is going to be everything. Make sure you desire to have it. Make sure you're showing consistency. Tomorrow's payday, right? For some of us, not for all of us. Make sure you're consistently adding to your portfolio. Those wealthy words of the week, they're there for us. They're building blocks. They're our foundation, right? We got to make sure we have that foundation. So I thank you guys for having patience with me. I thank you guys for showing your support and your love. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.